What is going on, my beautiful people? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court. In today's video, we're just going to do a question and answer session from all of the subscribers out there, all of the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys being here. I am in if you guys are just joining the channel, my office is in a uh, sunroom. So I get really weird glares, really weird, even during my sessions, sunlight shining through. So if you guys are having a hard time seeing me, if it's not that visible, I always take feedback. I can't wait to the day where I can have a really nice office where I can have the lighting just perfect. But this goes a long way from me recording in my bedroom and having a little stand holding my camera up. So I'm blessed and I'm humbled. Thank you guys for always being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. We're pushing towards 7K. Woo-hoo. Super happy for that. You know what? And subscribers doesn't really matter. As long as you guys are engaged, as long as you guys are supporting each other and the community's growing, that's all I care about. Because when I'm not around and other people are helping out, and I see in the comment sections where people are trying to help calm another person's anxiety, kind of give them little tips on what they've learned and how they're growing in their own journey, it makes me so humble to see, and it makes me so excited about the future of this channel and where it can possibly go. So, um, thank you guys for that as usual. I appreciate you being here. Cheers, coffee with Court. I'm trying to start a new series. This is how I first started my channel. I started out with coffee with Court, where I was doing live sessions on YouTube, actually, I know on Facebook, and it kind of just took off from there. It turned into something that I didn't realize it could, because I had people that were friends that were coming to me and saying, "Hey man, I caught your session this morning. It was very inspirational. I appreciate the words of encouragement and stuff." And I'm like, okay, maybe I can do something like that in the future. But that's exactly how it started out. And then YouTube started, and then it just blew up. So thank you guys as always. If you guys have any questions, drop a message where you're coming from. Drop your question. I'm here for you guys. I see South Africa's in the building. I, dude, your name is so cool. I don't know how to say it, but how do you pronounce your name? I don't want to say it because I know I'll butcher it. I'll 100% butcher it. But it's sending you love and life from America too, brother, or woman, or like I said, the name's kind of hard to read. So, so this week, little update. I don't know if you guys are interested or not, but it's gonna be my birthday coming up on Saturday. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. I do have some plans. It's weird because this is my last rotation around. Many people ask me how old I am, and I don't really share my age. But let's just say I'm pushing a milestone, right? And I'm one. This is my last rotation around, and yeah, in that era. But I've learned a lot. I've loved a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and start this out today with my quote that I posted on Instagram. I think this is something I want to do regularly. I post on Instagram every single day. So why not share what I'm writing there? All right, so it goes. I never started coaching to make money or popularity, but to share the journey I was on at the moment. The magic happened when the world spoke back, letting me know that I wasn't on this journey alone, and you aren't either. So, for those of you guys out there that feel as if you'll never get through this heartbreak, you'll never um, find another person, the limiting beliefs that you tell yourself, I can tell you from my own personal experience that it's absolutely not true. Your world literally opens up after you experience some type of major heartbreak, heartache, failure, whatever it is, job loss. But the key to it is you have to make sure that your mindset shifts as well. Because if you keep going down that tunnel, that rabbit hole of despair or discouragement, depression, I wrote a quote one time that said, don't wake up every day and renew your subscription to depression because it's real. I know that it sounds real woo woo, or what do you want to call it? A lady. Sorry, I'm trying. What do you go by for short? You wake up every morning and don't you it like I say, it sounds real woo woo to think, oh, you can just do positive affirmations and positive thinking. But why? That's where you need to start. But if things don't progress, then you need to go out and seek some professional help. Maybe get some therapy or some counseling, or take the necessary meds that you need to balance out the imbalance in your brain. But for the most part, I would say you guys need to make sure that you start there. Wake up every day thinking that this is going to be a good day. This is going to be a day that I'm going to completely change my whole way of viewing things. This is why when I wake up in the morning, I'm listening to something like Jim Rome or Tony Robbins or Gary Vee or Napoleon Hill. I'm listening to some of all of these people who were on their journey to being as influential as possible and being able to help as many people as possible. It's so motivational. So that's where it needs to start. And it took me to go through it in order for me to realize that I'm not alone. And I could tell you that every major leap in my business, in my way of thinking, in my studying habits, in my personal development, it happened after I went through something that was very traumatic. And I intentionally did that, right? And this is why the reason I'm telling you this is because you can too. You can change the way you view things after major traumatic experiences. And I know people say, well, what do you have to say about someone who dies, someone who passes away in your family that was really close to you? And of course, here I am playing. I don't know if you call it devil's advocate or what, but I would tell them, well, after that, you take your time to grieve because grieving a loved one is totally different than grieving a relationship. But you can also turn that pain into purpose. You can take that and go speak to other people. If your loved one died a traumatic way or an unusual way or something that was very, you know, tragic, sad, then you can take that opportunity to go give lectures, go join a support group, go help other people, so they can get through the storm just like you did. You can always change the narrative of the story in your mind. So, hey, Coach Tini, you love South Africa. I feel like I'm in a weird spot right now. I'm not romantically interested in anyone at the moment. As an anxious attacher who's been working on himself, this is strange and scary. Is this normal? It's very normal, Lionel. It's very normal. Um, what I tell people is you have to be careful. If you don't heal correctly after you go through breakups, if you don't process it, if you don't get the help you need, you can run the risk of becoming a fearful avoidant where you just want to avoid love. I see this a lot with women who come out of relationships that were what they considered toxic, where the person was highly narcissistic or the person um, was unhealthy. They had to learn ways to cope and to deal with their relationship, but they couldn't leave the relationship because they were so, I don't know if you call it codependent or whatever you want to call it, but you do run that risk. You're going to be very apprehensive about trusting someone and about giving all of your love completely because you're so used to the person not showing up the way that you want them to show up. And you know that if you put 100% effort in, it's only a matter of time before you become unhealthy and you start to totally rely on that person. So, Lionel, it's real. It's a normal experience. It's something that I experience even to this day. But I, make sure I take care of my checks and balances in my life and realize that, my self-reliance is just as important as being in a relationship with someone, if that makes sense. My personal development is really important. So, Key, Kia is my name. I like it. I have been through some traumatic experiences all in a short space this year. I'm having a hard time with my turning pain into purpose. What are some ways I could do this? I guess that's $1 million question. I can't answer right now. It would all depend on what you've been through, how you view things, what your spirituality is, what are your spiritual beliefs, if you are spiritual, if you are religious. Um, that's something that you probably we can have a session if you want to talk about it there. But there's always a silver lining. I'm telling you, it's like I said, it may sound woo like like some type of hippie stuff, but it's not. It's real, and it's something that I've done myself. It everything can be turned into some type of purpose, some type of uh, find that silver lining in it. So that's it. Coffee with Court's done. Hope you guys have your coffee in hand, making a return of the old throwback logo. Follow me on Instagram. I write quotes every single day. Like I told you guys before, I really enjoy doing it. I wake up every morning and I say, you know what, I'm going to write a quote today. And I may look through my old post, read some inspirational things from Rumi or said Guru or someone, and it kind of motivates me to write what I want to write. So I guess you can say it's usually divine. It's coming through. I'm just a vessel. It's flowing through me. I don't take any credit for the quotes I write. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is I am Coach Court. Go follow me there if you're interested. If you want to book a session, www.fruitfulseeds.com, or you can go ahead and email me directly through my email here on the screen. I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. Makes sense. Let me read this last comment. Makes sense using the time now to heal. Read the books you recommended. Read the books you recommended. Good. And actually about to spend the next year traveling for work, taking full advantage of being single. That's great to hear. Great, great, great to hear. Lionel, it's good to talk to you, man. We got to catch up. But that's it. Bury yourself in personal development. Put you first. Because when the instant that another person starts to feel that you can't live without them, that's when they'll start imagining living without you. Don't give that power away. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.